Hey everyone, I'm Rachel, and in this tutorial, I'll teach you how to color a whiteout winter scene with limited colors using the Color Therapy app. In this lesson, I will show you a simple way to break down exactly how to draw snow-capped mountains and pine trees. Okay, so let's start off with coloring in a tree first. So let's go under the Shades of Gray palette. Choose the second color, make sure it's set to solid, so it's the second lightest color, and tap to fill it into all the trees. The reason why I'm choosing a grayish color for the snow is because snow isn't perfectly white, and so we need a little bit of shadow in there too. Now we're going to draw in the details of the trees with the smudge tool. Set the size to 5 and the opacity at 100. And then under that Shades of Gray palette, just choose the darkest color and zoom into one of the trees. Make sure coloring inside the lines mode is set to on. And now with your finger, just begin to add some shadows underneath the branches. So what I'm doing is I'm just kind of quickly adding in some dark areas between all of the branches here. And I'll bring it up between them as well in the middle of them. And so I'm kind of drawing a few little areas where it's coming down into the branches below it as well. So these are quick and broad strokes. And you're going to want to apply that to the rest of the tree, working your way up or down it. The smudge tool is really great for drawing clouds or snow or anything fluffy. Now our next step is to refine the lines. So let's use the marker tool now. Set the size to 1 and the opacity at about 75. Zooming in again, you're going to use your finger and draw more refined lines. So what I'm doing is I'm drawing lines coming downward into the white branch area in lines. And it's going to be the darkest up towards those lines where the branches are overlapping. And you can also draw a few little areas where there's just little black dots here and there, where branches are peeking through the snow. Now it might look a little bit abstract right now, but from far away, it's going to look more realistic. So I'm kind of just scribbling along and applying that to all of the branches on the whole tree. So now you can see from far away, it looks a lot more realistic. And what you'll do now is just apply all those same steps to all the trees. Now for the mountains, you want to top them in with a medium light gray and then a darker gray. So just go ahead and choose a medium and a darker gray. And I'm going to top that darker gray on the left side of all the mountains and the lighter gray on the right side. Now let's add in some snow using the pencil tool this time. Let's set the size to 15 and the opacity at 75. Now using the lightest gray, and you're going to just start to, what I'm doing is tracing the lines that are already there. And we're just adding in some texture. It looks like it's basically some snow on a rocky mountain. And that's why the pencil tool is really great to use, because it already has some great texture. And these are also really quick abstract lines. I'm just kind of following the lines already there. I'm going to add some of my own too, just sort of going in the same direction of the lines that are already there. So these lines are sort of curved, going vertical. They are sharp and jagged edges. And you'll do the same thing on the left side of the mountain as well. Now let's do a little bit of blending. Let's use the spray tool. Let's set the size to 100 and the opacity at about 40. Using a basic white, I'm just going to spray a bit of a highlight onto the top of the mountain on both sides. And then I'll use a darker gray and add a bit of a shadow on the far left side and the bottom of the mountain. So now we have a bit of a shadow. Here's the finished painting with the rest of the trees and mountains drawn in. Experiment with trying warm tones or cooler tones to change the mood in a winter whiteout scene like this. If you'd like to see more tutorials like this, don't forget to subscribe to the Color Therapy YouTube channel so you don't miss any new tutorial videos. Thanks for watching our tutorial. You can get the Color Therapy app for free on the App Store.